feel? First impressions?
That was a great time. I was nervous for like 4 days, so I haven't been that nervous, I don't think, since the 2015 Finals Game 1. So it felt so good just to get out there and play and work those jitters out because it was a new experience, and it's a natural feeling when you've been somewhere so long to be somewhere new, a new environment, and to finally put the uniform on, it felt amazing.
Were you surprised to feel nervous in the lead up to this?
Not really. I mean, it's human nature when you're somewhere for so long. You're probably familiar with just so familiar with that environment. So after a decade plus of being there, now being here, it literally felt like my rookie season all over again. I'll never forget my first preseason game my rookie year, and I was equally as nervous. So it felt awesome just to play 18 minutes and get my legs under me.
When did you feel like the nerves kind of calmed down?
I would say probably second quarter when I went back in, and I could sit down and breathe and realize it's just basketball, and I was moving great out there. And even though my back tightened up on me, like I felt great moving and shooting. And once I saw one shot go in, and you just get back to what you know best, and that's playing the game you love. So it was fun to, like I said before, just get all those jitters out.
Is the back any worry about that moving forward, or anything you got to deal with?
I don't think so. I just think it's a random occurrence, and these things happen throughout a season. It sucks because I love to be healthy and able, but I'll be fine. I mean, this will pass, and I'll be ready to go Monday.
Does it still feel surreal for you? Obviously, you've been with this team for a little while now, but does it still feel surreal that you have a different uniform on than what you've had for the past 13 years, obviously, at this point?
It did up until the starting lineup, where you hear the reception from the fans, you hear how excited people are, and it gives me great inspiration to work even harder. And it was great being out there with Kai and the rest of the guys. Surreal, absolutely. And this preseason is so important for me because I want to build great chemistry with this team, and I'm just excited to experience a new chapter, and it's going to be special. I just know it.
Speaking of which, you figure you can probably get used to playing with Kai?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the times we have played together, we had great success with the USA team, so I really look forward to building that chemistry with him again, and when Luka comes back, it's even going to be even better. It's going to be great.
You were able to find Eric Lively inside for a couple of inside shots. Obviously, the defense came to you. You attract a lot of attention on the perimeter, but just like, what's it like to have kind of like two bigs and Lively and Gafford that you can just throw the lob to or slip for an open pass?
It's so great. It's going to help my game so much. I'm going to try and get them great looks, and Derek's energy is what is going to be a great asset for our team. I mean, he brings it every day in practice. So does Gaff. So that's a big reason why I came here, was to play with those two guys, and we're going to do great things off the ball in a weight action. And I'm just excited to play with two big men who can dunk on anybody. Really, it's awesome.
How do you avoid?
What's that?
As you prepare to drive home tonight, what's on your mind? What's your current state of mind? What do you
Just,
think?
I mean, surreal is a great word. A lot of just big dreams and aspirations with this team. I mean, they were so close last year, and I really feel we have everything we need. Obviously, we didn't have our best performance tonight. 2 losses in preseason, but that's why it's preseason. It's to build, it's to be ready for the 22nd. But it'll be a lot on my mind. It's incredible, honestly. It's really cool that this time is here. I mean, I was looking forward to it since free agency started, and I'm just more motivated than ever.
How do you avoid putting extra pressure on yourself? You talk about wanting to succeed with this team. how do you guard against putting that much more extra pressure on yourself to succeed here?
I've been lucky enough to be a part of championship teams, and I realize probably more than anyone that it takes everybody to buy in, and it's not on one individual. It's not on Luka, it's not on Kai, although those guys can't do it without them. They're our best players, but the teams that have won championships in the past have great depth, and they have incredible players who have different skill sets. I mean, look at that 2011 Mavericks team. They had a superstar in Dirk. Every other player on that team was, so many at one point were all-star level or all-stars, and I see similar traits with this team, and it's exciting. So I don't put any extra pressure on myself. I just want to go out there and play my hardest and have fun, and I know I will do great things.
Klay, when observing your defensive performance tonight, you spent a couple possessions. You guarded tons of guys, Markkanen, Clarkson at times, and even Keontae George. Could you talk a little bit about your versatility on that end and what you expect to bring on that end this season?
Well, it's really nice when you have such great offensive players like Luka and Kai. You don't feel like you have to shoulder the load as much on that side of the ball. I can kind of get back to guarding like I have in the past, and I still want to, get rid of that notion that I'm not the same defender as I once was. I truly believe I am, and I'm excited to prove people wrong that I can still guard the elite players in this league, and I thought it was a good step in the right direction for me, and just challenging the ball handler and switching on to whoever. I take great pride in guarding, and I'm excited to do whatever it takes to help his team.
Last question.
With Kyrie, when he got here to Dallas, one of the biggest things he said was being embraced by the city, by the fans, the organization. What have you seen from those three aspects since you arrived? You know, you hear, "We want Klay" at Fan Jam, and you hear the roar when your name is called tonight. What have you experienced with that?
That's probably why I was so nervous, because a lot of expectation, but you got to embrace that. Greatness comes with great expectations. So the fans here are basketball junkies, and they've probably watched us the last 10 years because we're in the same conference. And it feels great. It feels really good to be embraced by the fan base, and like I said before, it inspires me every day to work my hardest and be the best I can be. I know I got so much great hoops ahead of me, and I know I made the right decision, especially from what I felt tonight and this past few weeks being with the team.
Thank you, everyone.
I appreciate it.